We are live on YouTube. How's everybody doing out there? I'm in a new spot. I'm going to adjust this for 2 seconds. Hey everyone, how's everybody doing? Can y'all hear me? We already got people in the waiting. Look at you. Look at this community. Look at this loving community. They're here already. We haven't even started yet. They're here. They're here. They're hungry. They're hungry to see us. And they're hungry for forgiveness. Today we're going to be doing some public forgivenesses. We are open to the public right here at Podfest, the biggest podcasting festival in the world. Look at this. Look at this crowd. Look at this. There's just so many people. I can't believe it. Guinness Book of World Record holder, by the way. Largest podcasting festival in the world. And we're going to let some people come in, and hopefully our internet connection is here. And we have a couple of people that are already ready for public forgiveness. So God is great, and hopefully we can start very soon. Okay, we'll do this. And thanks, everyone. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, make some comments. We got a very special, like I said, program today. Elon Musk, not Elon Musk, but let me tell you something. We are about to do a very powerful forgiveness here. And this is a very, very beautiful teaching. We've talked about this a lot on the show. It's very important. By the way, let me know if you can hear the sound and everything okay. We're very, very important to forgive yourselves. And so right now what I've done is, and somebody actually redid our sign. Thank you so much. This is the program today, people. Public forgiveness on the street. People can come in. I have the certifications. I'll show you the certifications in a second. Harvard certified in loving kindness, Buddhism. Also the Udimai ashram. I've trained there. And whether you're forgiving someone or you need a forgiveness, this is the place to do it. And we're doing it live right now. Our first guest, Wendy, is here. I'm going to pass over the mic. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself, and we're going to get started with this forgiveness. Wendy, thank you so much for coming to the Drip. We appreciate you. Here you go.
There we go. Let's do it that way. Hello, everyone. My name is Wendy Coop. I am also a podcaster and a YouTuber. And I am here today to forgive myself. Yes. I think after years of therapy, it's time to do something my therapist has not been successful at getting me to do. I wish I was. I've been in therapy since 2004.
Really? Have you tried meditation? Sorry. Have you tried meditation?
Sort of. I've tried grounding exercises, visualization. I even have the Calm app to help me sleep. I have PTSD.
Oh my goodness. Tell us how you got the PTSD, please.
There were three significant incidences. One, there was a robbery in my house, a burglary in my home while I was asleep. The second incident was the suicide of my father. And the third was sexual assault while I was in the military.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, you want to forgive yourself today?
For guilt and shame that I've put on myself, yes.
Oh my God. And you just saw the sign and you came up.
That's right. Just saw the sign and I thought, this is a good idea. It's time. I'm doing a lot of mental work this weekend.
Thank you. Wendy, thank you so much. That is powerful. I was not expecting that. I was not, this has been happening quite a bit. I do a series here called the Cult Rehab, and we have cult survivors come on, and it's always shocking to hear the stories that they've gone through. This is a lot. But don't worry, I am certified. Like I said, I have trained. There's a lot of reasons to forgive yourself. It's very important. You're probably in the best situation to forgive yourself. I mean, it sounds like in all these situations, you are righteous. These things have been, it sounds like some terrible things have been perpetrated on you, but you still feel like you want to forgive yourself. Why? That is to overcome some kind of shame or?
So the purpose of forgiving myself is to overcome any feelings of guilt and shame or thoughts that I might have brought those events upon myself. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that it feels like that. You know what I mean? And so you went to therapy for how many years?
Let's see. It's 2022, so it's been 18 years.
18 years of therapy. And they're not it's not coming through from them.
It's starting to make sense, but they'll never say you have to forgive yourself. They're just doing what the goals that I set for myself. So I have to come to an understanding in order for them to help me do this thing. But it's a very weird situation and a very weird setup.
Weird. So I guess forgiveness is not part of the thing here, like a part of Western, like medical science. It is part of Christianity.
Yes, it is. Definitely a part of Christianity. I am a Christian. Forgiveness is central. But what happens in traditional therapy is you're taught to work through and reprogram your brain, but not necessarily do the forgiveness part.
No forgiveness. Well, that's interesting because in Buddhism, what they teach is that forgiveness happens automatically. It's actually, I'm not actually the one forgiving. The Buddha forgives you. Jesus also forgives you. But it's automatic. Once you look at the situation fully, you see that everyone involved is innocent in a sense, and they were being foolish, and they know not what they do. And then it kind of, they say that it's an automatic release. So have you been able to forgive them, but not yourself? Or is it kind of like just yourself?
Correct. I've been able to forgive them, but not myself, as though I am more deserving of guilt than they are, which doesn't make any sense at all.
And just talking through these things, it automatically starts happening. Wow. Thanks for coming. That is a lot to share, and that's very brave of you to tell us about it. And 18 years of therapy. Have you tried meditation?
Not really. I've done grounding exercises. I've done some visualization, but not just straight meditation.
Straight meditation. Wow. I mean, I can guide you on one. Do you want to try it?
Sure. Let's try it.
This is amazing. This is a drip first. We haven't done this yet. We haven't done a live public forgiveness on the show. Wendy, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you and your service as a military officer. Can you tell us a little bit about where you served?
I served on the west coast of the United States, up in Bremerton, Washington, on a supply ship.
Supply ship.
Yes, we had everything: bombs, bullets, Band-Aids, beer.
Bombs, bullets, Band-Aids, beer. Got to have the beer.
Of course, especially if you haven't seen port in 45 days.
Oh, my God. And then is that where this happened?
Not on the ship, but while I was on active duty, yes.
And superior, like an officer or like another person that was there with you?
Someone junior to me.
A junior person. And would you be able to, okay, so could you tell us maybe like, or don't even think about, people are here. Thanks everyone for coming. Appreciate you. But what would you say is like, is there maybe beliefs that you grew up with that said maybe that some part of it felt like maybe it was your fault?
Yes. So there's the belief that since it was my apartment, it happened in my apartment, I invited him over. Therefore, I bear some of that responsibility. I'm a strong woman who was a military officer. Why didn't I fight harder? Why didn't I fight back? Why couldn't I stop it? All of these things that place the blame on me as though it was my responsibility to stop something that the attacker, was bound to have happen.
And it got, trigger warning for everyone's watching. But Fabian says, thank you for your service. Thank you. So in this situation, you called him over, or like you were hanging out, but he was like it was like a physical, violent situation.
It was not violent, and this is where more of the guilt and shame comes in, because it wasn't violent, but it was a situation where I felt like I could not say no. So because I didn't have marks or bruises or scratches, or I wasn't threatened with a gun or a knife, it was hard to even identify it as the assault that it was.
Wow. Well, again, I'm sorry to hear that. We can definitely go through a meditation where they do heal this sort of thing. Like I was saying before, the Buddha says that, and I think a lot of Catholic and Christian teachers teach us too, that just the awareness on the situation will actually kind of like release it automatically. But, this is intense and it could take time, but we could try a quick meditation. Amazing. Okay, cool. So, And people that are watching, make sure you're not driving a car or anything like that, but you can do it along as well. Turbo's chat says it's not your fault, 100%, of course. So yeah, do you want to start by like just having a straight back and closing your eyes? Take some deep breaths in and out. And feel the breath going into your belly. And I practice something called loving kindness. So I would suggest from here, thinking of someone who is easy to love, like a dog, a very cute dog. That's great. I like that you're smiling. Now, that dog that you're picturing, really, this is a feeling-based exercise. So feel the energy, that burst of energy that you get, that free energy. You should feel it in your heart. That really is the object of the meditation in loving kindness. That feeling of love, that quick burst, you just get that burst, that free energy, as if it's just coming from God, automatic. Don't have to think about it. It's just there. So see if you can hold on to it. And then as you're deeply breathing, try to breathe into that energy and let it like naturally expand on every in-breath. And then on every out-breath, you can feel it expand too. Can you feel it? Yes. Beautiful. That's great. That is the feeling of loving kindness. It's what the Buddha calls the Brahma Viharas. Yeah. So while you're there, close your eyes. Sorry, it's your forgiveness, but I don't want to, But so while you're there, you have this feeling of loving kindness in your heart. It's automatic. It just comes. Now, whatever situation you're having a hard time releasing, what the Buddha says is that from this place of loving kindness, and see if you can embody it. So you're there, and then watch this thing unfolding almost as a third person with this loving awareness. And you can almost see both people in the situation as like seeing create a little distance. It's like it's happening, and then you are watching it. And what you'll find is from this place of like kind of loving awareness, it maybe eases the memory of it. Like see your, and make sure you have compassion for yourself. So you're watching this situation, and you can see yourself going through it, and you can see how it was like an honest mistake. This actually happens a lot to people where they just feel pressure to be like, okay, I'll, and while you're there, the same way as you got that burst of energy that came in, see if you can send yourself just a feeling of compassion. And you can say it out loud, or you can say it from your heart, but you can just say, I love you. You've done nothing wrong. This was an honest situation that many, many people react similarly in. And the Buddha releases you from any guilt you feel about this. And that's it. That's it. This is the practice. It's the meditation. How do you feel?
I feel more calm. The visualization, you're right, is when you look through the same situation with more compassion, it is then easier to access that memory. Yeah, and easier to forgive.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you came and you shared that with us, because there's a lot of people in the audience who have been in cults, who have been in like difficult situations like this, where because you're a nice person, and I have too, as a nice person myself too, you just kind of go along with things. And, you know, we almost want to flip that attitude of being ashamed of it to being proud of the fact that, like, well, I'm a nice person and I'm trusting and I'm loving. And, you know, maybe I got into a cult, maybe I fell for a scam or something like this, which is horrible, but obviously you've done nothing wrong. Can you hold this for a second? I'm going to pull a Rumi card. Do you want to try a Rumi card?
I don't even know what that is.
Rumi is a 14th century poet from Iran, and he basically teaches. These are poems on unconditional loving kindness and forgiveness. So what we'll do is we'll just pick a card. He guides my hand as well, Rumi. So we'll pick a card and we'll do one poem. Cool. Can you hold this?
Absolutely.
Wendy, thank you so much. First guest, people. This is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is all very interesting. I've never seen anyone in this practice before.
Oh, the forgiveness practice?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. The lion and the deer. Thank you so much. Wow, the lion and the deer. Every time I pick these cards, Rumi's guiding my hand. Okay, the lion and the deer. When you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like the angel. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. When you become thin like hair in yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be the lion and you'll be the deer. Rumi. You know, a lot of this talks about how this life is like a play, and we almost come here to play all the parts at some point. So I don't know if that helped, but tell me how that felt for you.
It just reminded me that it's not my own strength that I have to rely on. It's not my job to fix everything. This is really something to leave to God, and God had already forgiven me for anything that I had done. Even I know I've done nothing wrong, but for holding on to the shame and the guilt, and not going forward in the love of God, that's really where things started to fall apart, was not fully embracing God.
Yeah.
And so minimizing myself but increasing God, that's what that poem reminded me of.
Thanks for coming.
Of course.
Wendy, I appreciate you. The Drip audience appreciates you. Thank you so much for coming. That was great.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. He's doing a great job.
Thanks, everyone. You are loved. And you know what? I think Tyler is just looking for more people to do public forgiveness. Public forgiveness. I had no idea. Thank you. Thanks. Very interesting. That was this. Can everyone hear this? I'm just going to text my producer, let him know that he needs to send some people. In the meantime, get funky with the music and let me know if you can hear the music and if you can hear me okay. And hey, don't forget that you are loved. And yeah, I mean, wow, what an intense first forgiveness. I was expecting it to be much. I wasn't expecting it. I got to say, and I hope I honored her. Our producer, our lovely producer is here. Tyler, baby, what's up? Can you get people for me? Oh. What's that? Oh, I love karaoke. Are we doing karaoke this weekend? Oh, baby, when? Oh my God. No, I'm going to rip that karaoke though. Forgive me. I did not know about it. You want to say it? You want public forgiveness? Yeah, I'm doing. Oh, cool. You want to say? You want to jump in? Get it off your chest, bro. It's a public forgiveness podcast. I'm live streaming right now on my YouTube channel. Yeah. It's live. Hey everyone, I just got a forgiveness live on YouTube because I didn't know there was karaoke tonight. Empress Lane says a festival podcast. It is a festival podcast. We're here at Podfest, the largest podcasting festival in the world. And I have, sorry, your name, your thing flipped around, but sit down, man. Have a seat. Joe Rubin.
Yes.
Joe Rubin is here. Hold on. I think I just have to adjust the mic. Wait a minute. We can keep both of these mics on. Can you hold that?
Yes.
Speak into that, please.
Hi there.
Can
Hi.
everyone hear both of us okay? And maybe the music is too much right now. I'm going to turn this down.
Dude, you have so much shit going on.
I know, dude. I actually learned from a guy yesterday, like a month ago, how to do all the audio perfectly. And I think the audio is perfect because everyone can hear exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
But that guy who taught me how to do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
He was here at Podfest yesterday.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of great festival this is. Now, do you believe, people, that we are meant to be here? That this is a great, this is a beautiful congregation that we are building here on the channel. So this is our second guest, Joe Rubin. You're running karaoke tonight.
We are. We're throwing the official after party here at Podfest at Howl at the Moon. And we have dueling pianos, live band karaoke, not just like karaoke machine karaoke, live band karaoke. You pick a song, you go up, tell the band, they're like, "Yep, we know that song. Come on up here and sing it with us."
That's a ripper, dude.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. And it's not just live band, right? So they have guitar, drums, everything. And we have one dude here who's a guitarist. He's like, "I want to play this song on the guitar."
Amazing.
And one dude's like, "Yeah, I'm going to play the drums." So they're like, "Yeah, sure, come on up. Be a drummer for the song. Be a guitarist for the song." Yeah, it's freaking cool, man. I'm excited about this.
That's amazing, dude. Audio works. Pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
So thank you for giving me. I just set up a little booth here at Podfest called Public Forgiveness. We've had one forgiveness so far.
I've gotten that off my chest.
You forgave me for not knowing about karaoke.
This is good. It's been weighing down on me.
It's pissing you off.
For
I could
quite
tell.
some
I was
time.
like, he's mad.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy mad at me?
I just walked over here all stompy.
He's like coming around here, doesn't even know about karaoke.
This is bullshit.
This guy didn't sign up for karaoke. So you do the signups?
Yeah.
Can I sign up right now?
You sure can.
Can I sign up? Okay.
Yeah.
I do True by Spandau Ballet, and I rip it, though. I know it's a slow song, but I rip it. Like, people get excited by the end. People are, like, cheering by the end.
Okay. Look, if people are cheering and you think that people will be excited about a slow song, then great.
Okay.
Go up there and request it. I got the band knowing that we're going to be coming up there and requesting songs all night long.
So the sign-up's not open yet?
Oh, no. The sign up for the party is open. So you can go and sign up. I'll give you the URL. You can...
Huva? On Huva?
No, at the link's on Huva, but
okay.
We put the
but the karaoke sign up has not begun.
No.
Okay.
If you go, you have to go there and be like, "I'm here. I want to sing whatever song you wanted to sing,"
that's what I need.
That's it. Yeah.
And thank you so much for forgiving me because
You're welcome.
I know how it feels as someone running the karaoke. You're just sitting there. You're going, are people going to sign up? Are people coming? What the hell's going on? Oh, and then you see a guy like me walking around doing his own shit. It's like, bro. Do you know about the karaoke, though?
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real. Yeah. The struggle, it's very important.
It is.
So
what else do you do? Tell me about this.
This is The Drip. This is a live podcast on YouTube. We have several people here in the audience. Yehuvi is here. Empress Lane is here. Bold is here. Turbo Chad, great guy, always around. Dave Barron. So we do a lot of a cult. We have a series called Cult Rehab. And so there's cult stuff. There's where we talk to cult survivors and we, tell them that they've done nothing wrong, obviously, but also they expose the cult leaders who abuse them and who hurt them. So they come and talk about that. We have that series. We have other just general scam. We talk a lot about scams and stuff like that. I do current events, you know what I mean? But always from the angle of love and kindness and forgiveness, because that is my main teaching.
That is awesome. So on that note, we do the karaoke thing tonight. Yes, big party, freaking great, going to be a blast. But we also have a podcast and a Facebook group called Friday Night Karaoke. That is our thing. That's like our, it's not our business. It's our hobby. It's our passion. It's a lot of fun. And it's a free group. It's negativity free. It's commercial free. It's gimmick free. It's just pure karaoke. love, fun, happiness, positivity. That's all we have on this. And there's like hundreds of songs being posted every day. It's freaking fantastic. Each week we come up with a new theme of the week. So we have Country Music Friday Night Karaoke is the Facebook group. It's free to join.
Wow.
And anybody who's like starts to be like a jerk, we rarely get them, but anybody who's like, we just kick them out. We kick them out.
Yeah, no jerks. I mean, everyone's got a no jerk policy.
Right, we do have a no jerk policy.
No jerk policy because it's loving kindness. We want
that's it right there.
The Friday Night Karaoke.
You're in, dude. You are in.
I am in the group.
Yeah. Now what you have to do is you have to post yourself singing in the group.
Tonight I'm going to sing and I'm going to post myself singing.
You could do that.
That works, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Anyone
man.
you want to forgive though, other than me?
No, that was a big day for me.
Yeah. Release it. Let the Buddha have it. Take
do you
it.
have like some
Take
sort of incense or something I should like breathe in now? Or?
I don't have incense, but I will ring the bell for you.
Okay, that'd be great.
And we can do a Rumi Oracle card.
Okay.
Beautiful.
That was good. Thank you.
It can really silence your mind if you hear it. It's nice. And then we have the Rumi Oracle cards if you want to do an oracle.
What's that mean?
Basically,
like tarot reading.
It's not like a tarot reading. It's similar. It's similar. Basically, Rumi loves us unconditionally.
Okay.
And at any given moment, he will guide your hand in picking the perfect card. And the poetry that you hear should break you out of some kind of ignorance and bring you into remembering that you are one with God and you are here to have a great time in this life. You know what I'm saying?
If this actually breaks me out of some sort of ignorance, my wife will be thrilled.
Dude, she's gonna.
She'll be like, I need a set of these cards immediately.
Yeah, man. Dude. She's gonna love it. These cards, the cards rip. There's beautiful artwork on them, and then
nice.
we do the poetry. So,
all right, I'll do it.
Just say when.
Stop.
Victory of Miriam, people. There's the card. Beautiful artwork.
I think it's a good one, right? Please tell me it's a good one.
We're gonna find out. 41. Okay. We're gonna find out. I don't think I've done it yet. There's so many cards. Victory of Miriam. Wow, it's a long one, but it's beautiful. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? You are in a quarry of sweets. Why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life. Why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself. Don't flee from what could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsessions? Burn out in the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Why be a lame ass when you... It says lame ass. What poetry? It says lame ass in this. This guy rips, man. Check out the Rumi. Rumi has the best poetry. Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune. For love is the key that opens all your locks. Rumi.
That was beautiful.
That's nice, eh?
Yeah, I would say two things. One, I think ass was referring to like the biblical version of it, like like a donkey.
Why be a lame donkey?
Yeah, when you have something of a stallion,
when
right?
You
like
have
that.
The strength of a stallion.
See the horse reference there. I think that's what they're. But it is funny that two.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it. I'm thinking lame ass. Like you're talking about
lame
donkey
ass.
to stallion.
Yeah. No. The other thing is, I as beautiful it is, totally not me, man. I am.
You're living.
Yeah, I am living the dream. Yeah, I love this. I am not.
You know what? In the alternate parallel universe, there's like in the parallel universe, there's some version of you, and now
in the multiverse,
there's some version of you that doesn't know that they can break through to who you are, and now they're gonna break through, and it'll actually give you more energy.
Yeah, they're not wearing the smiley face T-shirt; they're wearing like the frown face T-shirt.
They're at home,
right?
They're like, I'm not going to Podfest.
I'm not a Podfest. I should have gone. Like they needed that poem.
They need that poem. Yeah.
So,
wow, what a beautiful.
Awesome.
That's like
that was
inspirational.
Great. I loved it.
Thank you.
Cool,
and
man.
The community got to hear it.
Enjoy.
Victory of Miriam.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah,
this is great.
Great.
And I will see you tonight.
I will see 100%, dude. We're gonna be there tonight. Later. Dude, I can't wait to sing songs. It's gonna be a Friday night karaoke. Woo! That's 2 guests, people. 2 guests and 2 forgivenesses. We're doing our karmas. What's up? We need more guests. And in the red tent, there's 2 women who are very excited to do the show. In the red tent upstairs, send Connor. Connor? Can you send Connor? Sorry, everyone. I'm just talking to my producer real quick. I was gonna say, send can we send Connor to go get those girls from upstairs? Because I did this Reiki session upstairs. Beautiful session. Yeah, in the red tent. Is that cool? Just let them know that the podcast is live. Damn. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Tyler is here looking for guests for us for public forgiveness. What a beautiful poem. What a beautiful poem. And it's so crazy that his alternate reality self needed that. As soon as I started reading it, I was like, this guy doesn't really need it. Yeah, leave your stuff here. Tyler is here. Tyler, do you need a forgiveness? You okay? Tyler's our producer. He's the one who got me out here. What a sweetheart. Let me look at the comments. Fabian says, God bless. Turbos Chad says, this is good. Loving kindness all the way. The Lord Jesus Christ had stated that one should treat another as they would want to treat them. Loving kindness is the best treatment. It is, and it's hard to tell, sometimes. You can open my locks any day, Yehuvi says. God is great, brother. And no need for that. No homo. It's fine. We open each other's locks all the time. That's what we do. Can y'all hear double sound, though? How's the audio coming in? Is it... Tell me if it's crispy audio, and let me turn on the song real quick, too, because that song rips, right? Let's do Flight to Tunisia, actually. There we go. Little saxophone here for a Friday. Friday, 4 o'clock. God is great. Empress Lane. Empress Lane says, and God is great. Bolt. Why be a lame donkey when you can be a stallion? 100%. That's what it meant. It's crazy that I didn't. This guy's like advanced on his teachings, eh? This guy with the karaoke. No wonder he's pissed that people aren't signing up for karaoke. It's like, bro, I'm doing karaoke. Tonight's going to be a ripper. You guys are going to see that, me sing a song tonight. That's going to be great. But yeah, thanks for coming in, everyone. Let me know if you can hear the music. Let me know if you can hear both of us. There's no double audio. Perfect. And the guests, you can hear them okay? Great. Let's do a review of a previous forgiveness that I actually wanted to talk to everyone about, because I know a lot of people in the South Asian community are suffering from this. So real quick, I just want to talk about this. I don't know if y'all heard about this one, but I just really enjoy it so much, And this music is so perfect for them.
देखिए ऐसा है कि मेन तो चीज़ था कि हम लोगों को इस उम्र में एक पति चाहिए था, लेकिन इन लोगों का जो रवैया था मतलब
Oh, hey!
उतना सोचना नहीं है.
We got Matt Cox here. Did 12 years of hard time in prison. We're going to come back to this clip. We had a clip. No, come on in, baby. Matt Cox is here. Previous guest of the show. No, you were on the show.
This is nice. It's like got a backdrop. Looks like a real thing.
Yeah, man. Looks like it is a real thing. I'm officially here with Podfest, and Matt, you are here. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Great. I look buff.
Yeah, you look jacked, dude. Here, you can grab this one.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm pretty sure both.
Why
of these
don't you
mics
have
are
a?
working.
Don't you have a? You don't have a stand?
I don't have a stand. I had to come in from Canada, so the stand didn't make it in. And your girlfriend is there taking a video of us. Thank you.
I'd like to forgive my girlfriend.
Oh, you want to do a forgiveness on the girlfriend?
Listen,
this is very interesting. She's right here, so I will let you forgive her. But if she says like, "Yo, this is bullshit," and she wants to come in here,
she's not gonna say it's bullshit though, because she knows it's true. She knows
she's smiling.
She is constantly pushing me around. She manhandles me.
Okay.
Like women don't like to be like yanked around and pulled around. She manhandles me, literally. Out of 10 like wrestling matches, she wins 9 of them.
Wow.
She's that strong. She has. I'm not gonna say. Like she has like abnormally strong. She's abnormally strong for 124 pounds.
She could take you.
She could take me, and it's upsetting to be yanked around by your girlfriend.
But sometimes one needs to be humbled, Matt. Do you feel like you need to be humbled?
I mean,
the Buddha always gives us the lesson we need.
The Buddha,
the lesson we want.
You went with
That's who I've trained with. I've trained with the Buddha. But listen, we could say Jesus too. You could say Jesus if you want, whatever you feel comfortable with.
I need to be. I try and be humble. So she's giving me a look. You can't say. You need another camera to
catch her. I know. I love her. Her reactions are golden right now.
Yeah,
she's 100% on my team on this. Yeah.
So,
but you're getting the forgiveness.
I'm giving her forgiveness. Only because I got the better of her this morning. One of the first times ever, I kind of got her in a position where she really, I was I had one hand free and had very little movement in the hand, but I was able to dig my fingers into her rib cage, just up in the armpit, and she laughed for a good solid 2 minutes to the point where she almost couldn't breathe.
Wow.
And it was a wonderful feeling, and I couldn't stop laughing inside. And so the first time I kind of understood how she feels being dominant in the relationship.
That's beautiful.
And so I realized, you know what, I should forgive her, because the overwhelming joy she gets picking on me is really, I wasn't looking at it from her point of view, but now that all day I've also kind of been like on top, like felt like I'm on top of the situation today.
Yehuvi says, now I'm horny. Good comment, Yehuvi. That's very appropriate. And look, it's one of our guests, one of the people in the congregation here says, now I'm horny. Listen, we all want this kind of love. This is beautiful love. And I like that you fought her back with a tickle. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. Well, I can't get physical because it would go wrong.
Yeah, no,
it could go wrong.
We don't want to hear
I
about
can't get bruised up, because this is the moneymaker.
That's the moneymaker, baby. That's the money.
Yeah.
If you really want to, if she really wants to attack you, it's like she goes for the mouth, I guess. Yeah, but that's nice. That's a very loving kindness. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and there are other people that I'd like to forgive, but I thought about it and I thought, just no. They don't have it coming.
You're not going to forgive.
I'm not ready.
But don't you know that forgiving is for your own benefit?
I will shoulder that burden.
And you're saying still not ready. I'm not ready to forgive.
I'm not ready. I'm not there.
That's it. Okay, cool.
Not there.
It's fine. Whatever forgivenesses we can get. I think the tickling is kind of like a forgiveness. It's like a nice gentle comeback to you. Obviously you get to be physically violent with him, and then he came back with like, I got you.
No.
Now I win. The one time you win, it's like, yeah, I tickled her out. And that's cute.
I'm not sure. How come you need to just grab people? You're not randomly just grabbing people and bringing them in?
We got our next guest here.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, well, I don't want to take up any more time.
Spiritual teacher. She's here to do a forgiveness. Yeah, dude, we're going to be doing segments all weekend. So come back.
Right.
I would love to have you on too, to get your perspective. But it sounds like you gave the real perspective. And then what about you?
What about Jess's daughter?
No, you don't go on camera. That's okay.
She was trying to tell me earlier that she's not an introvert, that she's an extrovert. If that's the truth, then she should be willing to come on, right?
Ambivert. She's an ambivert.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I feel like that's a made-up word, but that's fine.
Nice. Matt Cox, thanks for coming, man.
Are we done? We're done? We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Wow, a professional, not 13 years in the correctional system.
Yeah.
Still can't forgive. And that's fine. Still can't forgive. The society has forgiven him for his crimes, but he still won't forgive. And that's fine. Matt Cox is here. Listen, the Buddha gives us all our own karmas to do. And but next up, we have a very special guest, actually. I think I did stand-up comedy with her in New York. Matt, thanks for coming, man. Love you, baby. And check out our episode with Matt Cox, actually. Very interesting story. And it is right here on the Drip channel. So he was on here a couple months ago, I want to say. And it was a great episode. But next up, we have a very special guest. Come on in. Caitlin is here. New York stand-up comic turned spiritual teacher, just like us here in the congregation. Like us here. And I'm going to show her some of our graphics here. Grab that.
Sure.
And audience, let us know if you can hear both of us okay. And tell us a little bit about how you started in stand-up and how you switched over. And we'll get to the forgiveness.
Sure. Okay. All right. That's good. I trust. I trust the journey, right? Part of it.
You got to trust the journey.
Yeah. So I started doing stand-up comedy in, like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Moved to New York in like 2011.
Okay.
I think like so many people, 2016 election really kind of rocked my world.
Right.
And then specifically when Donald Trump signed a law called Sesta Fosta into law, which stands for Stop Enabling Sex Trafficking Act, or the Fight Online Sex Trafficking Act.
So Trump passed that.
Trump signed that into law. Yes.
Wow. So and that's positive for the community.
No. It is very negative for the community. Very negative for the community.
Wow.
We've done that. We have a long history of this, right? We do a lot for the children and to help the victims.
I'm here so excited to forgive someone that when you said Donald Trump, I was like, "Oh, we got a big fish
It's
today.
going to be so good." Yeah.
We got a big fish today.
No, unfortunately, no. The harm just keeps happening. It's hard to forgive. forgive when the
Yeah.
harm is ongoing. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, it really hurts when someone passes a law to help someone that actually just hurts them.
yeah, but we have a long history of that, right? So
We
like,
do.
and specifically conflating, right, sex work with sex trafficking. This dates back to the white slave law of 1910, right, which made it a criminal crime to transport a woman across state lines for immoral purposes. And we said that we were going to rescue sex slaves from like immigrants and black guys and other guys that we were demonizing at the time. And we didn't do a whole lot of that, but we did prosecute a lot of interracial relationships. So with this,
So interracial relationships were not allowed at the
yeah,
time?
no, they were prosecuted under the Mann Act.
They were considered like excuse me, sir,
Yeah.
you're kidnapping this beautiful white lady. Let
Correct.
her go.
That's literally the way that the law was
This
applied.
porcelain-skinned white woman would
Yeah.
never be with you. And
Yeah.
she's like, no, I'm with him.
Yeah,
You fucking haters. That is what they're doing in India right now, too.
it's
Yeah.
it's bananas.
It's
And
bananas,
so
man. These goddamn these religious guys are such fucking haters, man.
yeah,
They're
Yeah.
terrible. Yeah.
that's Jack Johnson, one of the first black heavyweight champions in the world, was prosecuted multiple times under this law for aggressively consensual relationships with white sex workers, many of whom were like in their 30s or whatever, but they were like
aggressively consensual.
consensual.
And
Yeah.
that consent becomes aggressive when you pass these stupid laws. When
Yeah, when
you're
you have to,
being a
when you
goddamn
make
hater.
people defend yourself, right? It's like we were just having normal sex, but now I will stand up and tell society
Yeah.
what great dick is. But
No,
yeah, so,
I love telling people that I have radical consent.
Radical.
It's radical. Yeah, that's great.
yeah, so this is this most recent law is just a manifestation of that same thing, right? Where we say that we're helping and really we're hurting. And so the direct result of this is when Backpage was seized by the FBI.
Oh my
Craigslist
God.
erotic services went away. You remember how fun that was when you could just like pull up Craigslist erotic services and like read crazy shit on
What's the equivalent now? Is there an equivalent? We
There-
could pull it up.
Unfortunately, yes, there are. The Tryst is like you're
Tryst.
playing whack-a-mole, but it's not.
It is so dumb to try to play
You're
whack-a-mole.
it was deeply destabilizing, and Backpage cooperated with law enforcement, right? There's just pages and pages and pages of law enforcement thanking Backpage for helping them find missing kids or exploited, or like helping victims of domestic violence who would come with trafficking charges, and like Backpage would cooperate with helping law enforcement. And that's not true for all of these new pop-ups, right? Because
Weird.
it's hard to help people that you're hunting, so
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
like, let me help you, and then as soon as I help you, I arrest you.
Right,
then you're
yeah.
fucked.
Say,
it's not good.
why don't you trust us?
Weird.
So we TRY.
What's that?
TRY. If you're trying to pull it up.
Oh, this is not the Tryst network you're talking about.
No. It's,
TR
well, maybe it is.
TRY, Tryst, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's just the platform that sex workers were using to schedule and screen their clients was eradicated in the name of trying to help trafficking victims. But when you conflate those two things, you end up hurting everybody.
Yeah.
And taking money away from adult consensual sex workers doesn't make us less vulnerable to violence and exploitation.
Yeah.
It makes us more vulnerable to violence and exploitation.
Yeah.
So
the society has to learn to forgive sex workers, I think, a little bit, because they're being too judgmental on it, and your judgment's making it worse.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
What do you do?
I agree.
Have you ever met someone? Because I got into trouble years ago with a friend of mine. She was a friend of mine at the time, and she was cool. Like, we were cool, whatever. But she was basically saying, she was a person that said all sex work should be illegal.
Illegal?
Yeah, all should be illegal. And she was like, no, like, she was basically like, no, Mish, you pervert. There's no legal way to do it. It's all sex work is trafficking. And I'm like, that's not even what
It's like all
anyone's
sex is
saying.
rape or disordered eating.
Yeah.
That's older than money.
Yeah.
This is something that predates us, like, as a species.
Yeah, totally.
The erotic exchange is in us, irrepressible, and all efforts fired right now. Like, misogyny is real. Not gonna do that by complaint with so many, like, so-called or would their heart's in the right place. They want to totally.
Right. Well, what you can say, integrity that's looked at this too, recommends decriminalizing sex work.
I told her
Yes.
that.
Well, yeah.
I said in your articles.
You're on CLU.
Were there with me.
You're
she was
on the
so
side
mad at me, and
of-
I'm like, "Listen, you are wrong on this." And she
Yeah.
was like, "Are you?"
Well, I mean, O'Neill.
It's,
Are there many makes me uncomfortable?
yeah.
Sorry, I just want to get one more example out there because Freedom Network, which is urgent criminalization of adult consensual. And
Yeah, there's
right,
people
but-
working on it. Like,
yes,
she wasn't
absolutely.
even. I really gotta
Sure.
let it go. I
Yeah.
gotta give her. It's fine. Whatever.
It's 100 years of propaganda. Like I see how she got there. She's been told that,
Yes.
like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
mostly stand together against these whores.
these whores. It's there. Someone, and then when they get caught by their wife, they go, "Oh, that I was hypnotized," or yeah. How like are actually screwing their own thing. They're trying to turn over Roe v. Talk about in your community. Y'all are
Yeah,
thinking about that and like
for
is
sure.
there any hope for that? Because
No.
they haven't done it yet. Trump stacked
Mm-mm.
that core
Nope.
of his.
No, that ship has sailed. It's important. We are started implementing a law. This is math. We are
Foolish.
losing access to safe and legal abortion over huge on this is like we've had abortion clinic in Mississippi for over a decade, right? There are lots and lots and lots of people that have needed access to happening. And the thing that frightens me so about limiting prevent women leaving the state.
So petty.
Right?
It's like I'm leaving this.
But think about the survey. Have every household, but not if we're prosecuting people that Google how. And so I'm a pre-Roe reality to be that much worse with the law enforcement, like we've you know, as a sex worker, and really with feminists and other like criminalized communities. Not to nerd out, and I hope your audience has tolerance for this
Yes.
level of nerd.
No,
But
it's okay.
like Costa created an exception to Article 230, right, which forms to censor content that could be construed the same thing with abortion. And the way that we know this is because we have for really long conflated pornography accurate information about women's body. And so like that groundwork is already, we're saying, to come together and you know it, such that you end up enabling, because that knife is going to be turned
No, just use that broad. Mad.
Well,
they
it's
always
not
get
just
mad. Don't say
conservatives,
conservatives, but,
right? Yeah.
But like whatever the people that are doing like the anti, you're becoming. Hey,
Yes.
you are the surveillance state. You're
Yes.
going to control people's bodies.
Yes.
Like the
This-
freedom. I mean, you're.
I mean, only if women aren't people, which is like a position that many people do hold.
And the other thing too, progress like is a righteousness.
Yes.
That is, you're doing it in the name. Everyone has access to it.
You gotta. You to you to open space, hold space for humanity, even when they make bad choices, right? Possible for people to. That's not.
Again, and the same thing. Not God.
It's not
like,
God.
You're just making that
Right.
up, and
No, Jesus in particular was like
Jesus.
We hang. We're
really like the best
tent.
Yeah, the red tent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's called the red tent.
Yeah, the red tent.
Amazing.
That's the space we were in.
Do you want to? So is that your full-time thing?
That is that's not mine. I'm just temple tending. My
Right.
I host a podcast called the Oldest Profession podcast.
Oldest profession.
The Oldest Profession. And I run an organization called Old Pros, where we are trying to change the status of sex workers in society.
Wow. Old Pros Online.
Yeah, Old Pros Online. That's
I'm
us.
going to share this, and then we are going to go because our stream is very choppy, but it's going to go up after. And because we have it recorded too, so it's going to go up after clean and everything. But Ishtar, wow.
Yeah.
Ishtar, this is a Hindu. Is this Hindu? No.
No,
Ishtar?
that's Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamian Ishtar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
One of the oldest goddesses that we have written records about, and the legend, myth story is that she was born a virgin every morning and she went to bed a whore every night. She's in.
God is great.
Yeah. We
Ishtar,
contain multitudes.
Ishtar is how brown people say star.
Oh wow.
It's their accent. They're like Ishtar.
Ishtar. That's great.
Like even if they said special, it's like special. They put an I, special. Ishtar. Yeah, that's good. Beautiful.
Yeah. We all evoke the goddess, right? Whether we intend to or not.
This is your website.
She is. Yeah, that's me.
And that's you.
That's me.
Jacqueline Bailey. Check out her stuff. And I would love to do your podcast too. This is great.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, this would be great. Text her. Oh my God.
I mean, we focus on dead people. So.
Oh,
with the PhD. We want to expand access to this history. It's a of the oldest profession, but sex workers have always been a part of every story. We are in every community.
I know, and nobody wants to admit it.
Right.
Even all these guys, he's like, and they won't admit it. It's like, say you. They have the receipts. Yeah.
And in terms of action, right? Like we're sex work and this like session that we have, like providers before Roe. So like these communities are and have always been and will always.
Just saying. Shut it down because all this. There's no other way to do it. Like
over it.
Just
like
get
there's
over it.
Time. We could just live with.
Honestly, I would chat more, but it's going to go online and.
Really great connecting with you.
That's great. I did a Reiki session early. I just have to stop stream is so choppy. I'm sorry. What did I say?
You're totally fine.
What did I say?
You're good.
Sick.
And like you've done it for a decade. Like.
I'm gonna be up at the Red Tent soon.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah. For moving locations. Oh my God. Okay, no live stream. Wow, really? Ishtar closed. Being high demand. Please try. Yeah, I can't even get an internet test right here.